What is going on, Kopi Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central. My name is Fareed, and in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different in the fact that I want to take you guys with me through my journey of minting my first ever OG vehicle, which is going to be the OG Bubblejett Bonanza. Now, this is the second ever Cornucopias OG vehicle mint. And again, I just became an OG member, so this is going to be my first NFT mint as an OG. Now, before I jump over to the official Cornucopias marketplace to show you guys the actual minting process, there's a little note from Rob Gregg, who is the co-founder of the game, that I want to go ahead and take the time to walk through. So there is the beautiful 2023 Bubblejett Bonanza OG custom. And again, we're going to be minting that here in just a moment. So Rob states, today is a very exciting day for the Cornucopias OGs, as we have the exclusive free, except for transaction fees of course, Bubblejett Bonanza OG custom 2023 mint. He also lists a few facts that I want to highlight here surrounding the OG role, and then we're going to jump over and see how lucky I am here in today's video. So first things first, the OG role has evolved over time to be an active role within the Cornucopias Discord. If you guys aren't aware, the initial round of OGs were strictly there based off of the time in which they had joined the Discord for the Cornucopias game. But given the fact that there's just been such a growing community, they've now opened this role up to new members who are contributing to spreading word and spreading the awareness, as well as just supporting the overall Cornucopias Discord community. Now, number two, OG stands for the old guard. This is a role that is awarded to members of the community who have shown their support through helping others, being respectful and kind, as well as having genuine conversations in chat with fellow community members, or spreading the word about the corn through their social media and networking channels. I think that's been one of the key ways that I personally have been able to spread the word surrounding Cornucopias, has been through leveraging my own YouTube channel. But I can't tell you how many members are always in there and active when it comes to their actual Discord. It could be like 2 in the morning here in the United States, and you can find a whole group of Kopi members just up and, online chatting about what's going on in the Cornucopias metaverse. It's really interesting how alive their Discord is. And again, it's a testament to how well knit this particular community is. Number three, the OGs will grow in proportion to our overall community, so it is considered an open role. And that's what I mentioned earlier there before. There's no actual limit on how many OGs are available. I think there's like a nomination process once you become an OG. But again, as long as you're contributing and as long as you're spreading the word about Cornucopias, you could potentially be handpicked, as the team is always watching, to be considered or added to the OG role. Now, scrolling down a little bit, number four, OGs are our first responders when we're first looking to test anything internally or need support on heavy traffic days. Again, OG members do have to do a really good job of, I think, making sure to stay in tune with the Discord. But just like we saw with the player accounts, right? The community was able to test that, but prior to that being released to the general public, the OGs did get a turn to actually provide their initial round of feedback. So this is not something that they're just saying or stating. They are actually following through with their word, again, and letting the OGs basically get a first look at some of the features that are getting ready for launch. And of course, those features do end up getting rolled out to the public. It's just that the OGs usually get a first peek or a preview in order to give some feedback before they release anything to the general public. So it's almost kind of like a small sampling group, a closed testing group, I guess you could call it as well. And then number five, you can find out more information about the OG role in their Kopi Wiki, which is their ever evolving Cornucopias document. Number six, last year, the team gave out, in terms of the OGs, 800 of the Bubblejett Sprinter OG Custom 2022 vehicles. And unfortunately, I was not an OG member during this time, but this particular vehicle I think is doing extremely well on jpeg.store, given the amount of NFTs that were actually minted. Again, only 800 were minted. Now, I'm not sure how many of the Bonanzas have been minted so far. I think the mint has been open right now for a little bit over 20 or so hours. But given the fact that there just aren't as many OG members active as last year, I do think that there will definitely be a lower supply, therefore potentially making the Bonanza that much more rare. And so if you're able to land something like a mythic or a legendary, that could have a huge resale value if you're looking to go ahead and sell it on a secondary marketplace. But given the rarity and the scarcity, right, I think for me personally, it would just make more sense to actually keep it not only as a souvenir, but as an ode to being a key contributor to the Cornucopias game and what they're building here within the Cardano ecosystem. Now, number 7, I've mentioned before on the channel, but selling the OG vehicle does not actually lose or does not remove you from the OG role within the Discord. And then similarly, purchasing an OG vehicle from the secondary marketplace, if you're not an OG in the Discord, will not actually give you the role. So it works both ways. If you have the role and you sell your vehicle, you do not lose it. Or if you do not hold the role and you purchase an OG vehicle, you will not earn the role. The actual NFT and the Discord role are completely separated. Number 8, you can buy last year's NFT from various Web3 marketplaces with only 3.5% of the total supply actually being listed. So again, pretty rare, and it says a lot that only 3.5% are listed, meaning that a lot of people are holding on to their OG vehicles from 2022. Number 9, like all other Cornucopias NFTs, the OG NFTs come with real utility and will be playable when the actual racing game launches. Now, the team has talked about the fact that they're aiming to get the racing game MVP for the Toledo Valley Speedway out sometime around July 12th. Now, they'll also be hosting the T3 NFT sale on the heels of that. And so Rob and Josh during Copy Cafe mentioned that we could either see the launch of their racing game MVP using their desktop launcher either a couple of days right before the 12th or a couple of days after the 12th. Again, given how testing and the actual rollout of everything goes, of course, internally first before they roll out anything over to the general public. Number 10, players that hold the OG role will have early access to the upcoming game testing. So I'm hoping, again, that this is in reference to what I just mentioned, potentially being released on the 12th, but I'm not sure if they're going to release the racing game MVP even earlier to the OG community. If so, that'll be great. I'll obviously ask if I can go ahead and provide some content. And if so, I'll go ahead and live stream that here for you guys on the channel. Number 11, buying an OG vehicle does not make you or give you the OG role. The prestigious OG role is earned, not bought. Again, I think kind of touching on what I just mentioned there. While you can go ahead and purchase these NFT vehicles, it does not relate back over to the actual Discord role. If you think you'd make a good OG or would like to take part in the next year's free mint, please join our Discord server and get involved. Very lastly, we have a good luck note here from Rob to the existing OGs surrounding the Bubblejett Bonanza OG custom mint. So now that we've got that out of the way, right, I'm super excited to go ahead and mint this here with you guys live. So let's head over to their official marketplace, which is available at nft.cornucopias.io/NFT-sale. But keep in mind here that this is actually not the player account. So they have their own custom marketplace and they also have their own player account platform, which right now currently shows you all the NFTs that you hold. And you can also pick and connect your Discord as well as set up 2-factor authentication and things of that nature. That profile will be used when the actual racing game MVP is launched. But in order to pick up a custom OG Bubblejett, right, Bonanza, you have to head over to their custom NFT marketplace. Now, a cool thing about this marketplace is that not only does it support purchasing NFT assets directly with Cardano, but you can also purchase NFTs with the Copy token. So when we see the launch of the T3 sale on July 12th, I believe you can either purchase it using ADA or you can purchase it using Copy, again, giving a little bit more utility to the actual Copy token. So without taking up any more time, I know I've been rambling. Let's go ahead and actually head over to the OG Bubblejett sale. I've already connected my wallet, my Discord account, and I think I am ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and register. And as you guys can see, there's 79 remaining, which is interesting, out of 600 NFTs. So I'm wondering if there was actually a limit, because I believe there might be more OGs in the Discord than 600. So here we can see there's a 5 ADA cost. There is a minor transaction fee, and then I'm gonna get, excuse me, a deposit returned back over to me. So I'm gonna click on register. I'm gonna go ahead and sign. Confirm that I'm not a robot. And hit continue. I'm gonna go ahead and enter the tier. And it looks like I will be receiving an email very shortly letting me know which of the NFTs I was able to mint. So I've got my fingers crossed. Hopefully everything goes well and I'm able to snag a mythic. But I'm very surprised as to how many of these NFTs were left. So I think the maximum we'll see will be a total of 600. And as I'm minting this, there's only 78 left. So if you're an OG watching this, head over to go ahead and make sure to mint your Bubblejett before these all run out. Let me go check my messages and see if I've already earned or if I can figure out which of these NFTs I am now going to be eligible to mint. So I've reserved one NFT. And I think I'm going to be waiting for an additional email here, which should be popping up any second, letting me know which NFT I've earned. All right, it's time for the moment of truth. So let's go ahead and view our order. And I've got my fingers crossed here. Let's see. We have a common. So, I mean, I am still thankful for the opportunity. But as you guys can see there, not the mythic that I was hoping for, but a OG vehicle nonetheless. Thank you to the entire Cornucopias team. I'm thankful to be a part of this amazing project. Again, I think really setting the standard when it comes to the metaverse here on Cardano. I think that is going to take us to the end here of today's video. Hopefully you guys found part of Rob's message to be helpful surrounding how and what it actually means to be an OG. And again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and sticking around for my personal minting experience. If you guys appreciate this kind of content, again, please tap that like button. If it's your first time stopping by the channel and you want more stuff like this, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions for me surrounding Cornucopias or Cardano in general, then please go ahead and make sure to leave a comment down below. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.